That's it, baby. 300 swings, 30 sets of 10. That is my workout for today. Sugar rules, baby. The sugar rules. Now, another thing about the workout. I'm going to do a lot of work on my laptop this afternoon. Maybe in front of the TV, watching some of the football games, possibly. Not a big football fan, but doing that. And I will have a couple kettlebells. This is my man cave. I'll have a couple kettlebells up in front of the TV while I'm doing it. And I will do sets of 10, no rhyme or reason, throughout the day. So I've already got 300, maybe I'll do 5, 10 sets more. I will let you know before I go to bed tonight, okay, how many I did. It'll probably be about another 8, 10 sets of 10. So I'll get about 400 swings. Guys, that's a significant workout. Anyway, the sugar rules. You want to know all about it? Another 10 bucks. Guys, if you want this and the juice cleanse, you want them both, I'll give them both to you for 15 bucks. Okay? As opposed to the low price. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. The sugar rules, baby. Now, you want to know the truth? Chemically speaking, there's not a lot of difference between the two. This is fructose. This is sucrose. And except for a very, very tiny chemical bond, there's not a lot of difference. But there is one major difference that does it for me. Now, I use sucrose whenever I don't feel like it. Doesn't bother me a bit. But I'll tell you what, guys, I am getting so much carbs, so much sugar. Just drinking the juice, man. I'm getting more sugar already today, and it's not 7 o'clock yet. I had more sugar today than most keto and paleo guys will have in a month. So I'm getting plenty of sugar, so I don't really need this. Okay? Now, John McDougall had the best line I've ever heard about salt and sugar. He says, if you are not going to eat something healthy because of taste, put in the salt and sugar and don't sweat the small stuff. And I think that's brilliant. I think that's absolutely excellent. Okay? I really do. Now, anyway, sugar. I don't sweat the sugar. Sugar, guys, is not the villain. Fat is the villain. Fat causes obesity. Fat causes heart disease. Fat causes hypertension. Fat causes fatty liver disease. Fat causes type 2 diabetes. I mean, write down the list. It's fat, guys. It's not sugar. And God bless the powers that be that thrust this drivel upon you. They have you all convinced that it's sugar that causes fatty liver disease. Now think about that. Sugar causes fatty liver disease. It's not fat that causes fatty. I mean, how stupid do we have to be? I mean, you don't have to know anything about diet. You don't have to know anything about nutrition. You don't have to know anything about science. Just use your head. Okay? Every single cell in your body is made up primarily of glucose. Sugar. Glucose is primarily gotten from grains. The primary source of fructose is from fruit. And sucrose is a combination of glucose and fructose. It's a combination of the two. So why those are all right for you and this is bad, they're lying to you. They're just lying to you. It's fat, guys, and take that to the bank. All right? It's the fat that you have to cleanse out of you. Okay? Now, the only issue here is people with type 2 diabetes, until you get that fat cleaned out of you, you can't just do mega amounts of sugar. You can't. Okay? That's for another video. But until, and it might take 10 days, 2 weeks, drink primarily and eat primarily veggie juice and salads and raw vegetables. 10 days later, go get a blood test. Everything will be down. And you can start cutting back on your meds. Start cutting back on the meds and start adding some of the precious fruit or sugar. Okay? Now, in fact, the great Kenyan runners, the great Ethiopian runners, the great runners of all time, guys, all of them, the sprinters, every single one of them, before or during a race, obviously you're not drinking water, they're all drinking some form of sugar water. That's it. They're, paleo, keto, paleo. Those guys, they're trying to convince you that you should be eating bacon bits during a marathon. It's asinine. It's asinine. Guys, you have to be consuming sugar. Now, the thing that's great about sugar water, it is so easily digestible. And you don't want any digestion issues, either an upset stomach for sure, or energy issues. Now, the minute you put something in your mouth, even something as healthy as fruit juices, the body galvanizes into action to digest it. Now, it's very, very easy to digest this as opposed to a steak or something, right? But here's the deal. That energy that you're using to digest that little bit of pulp that may be in there is taking away from the energy of your marathon. So the best thing to do, the most easily digestible form of sugar is sugar water, glucose. Glucose, fructose equals sucrose. All right? So that is what I use. If I'm out for a long bike ride, I may have. See, the bike doesn't hurt my stomach at all. So I very, very rarely use sugar water anymore. My wife likes to put this in her decaf tea. Okay, iced tea and all that sort of stuff, which is fine. The Kenyan national runners drink tea all day long with sugar in it. So much sugar to the point where your spoon literally is standing up straight in the teacup. Guys, sugar is not the villain. Get the sugar rules for $10. You want to combine it with the juice cleanse, $15 for both. You can have them today. Get in touch with me at the email at the end of this video. And that's true power, baby. That is true power. Sugar is not the villain. And the world is yours, Chico, and everything in it. Love you all, guys.